y'all. So, right here, this is Shannon Miyaka, and she's actually a Camp Kesem camper. She has attended Texas A&M's Camp Kesem for the past few years, and so she's going to share her experience and how Camp Kesem has positively impacted her life firsthand. So, give it a round of applause for Llama.
At Camp Kesem, I go by Llama, and that tells you you have to pick a good name, because 2 weeks later in history class, if somebody talks about llamas, you're going to look up and think they're talking to you. That's a great first impression. Last summer was my first time at Camp Kesem, and it really shows how it affects you for a long time. I was so nervous, and I went in, and I'd never been in a sleepover camp before, and I don't know, I was just kind of hesitant about it, and I wanted to be cool, but all the other people had been there before, and I was brand new. So I went up there, and I had my suitcase and guitar, and I was going up, and we were 2 hours late because we got so lost. So everybody else was already in some team building activity, and I was going up to the cabin, and then I was so nervous. So I was going up this little hill, and I heard a counselor go "Hey, look, there's a camper. She looks so cool." I was okay. All the nerves just went away at that moment, and I felt in it already because everybody was cool. So I was nervous because my mom told me about this camp with, all the kids are going through the same thing that you're going through. Everybody has a parent has had or is having a terminal illness, and that sounded so scary to me. And because I'm not really open about it, not a lot of my friends know about my dad. My dad's leukemia, so it seemed kind of scary to have to go for a week and just talk about it with a bunch of people. So, but I went because I was really excited about going to a sleepover camp, and I'll tell you, it was the exact opposite of what I thought it was going to be, in the best way possible. It was, it was really great. It was like a vacation, It was all this swimming and shaving cream fights, and it was just it was so much fun, and it just gave these kids a break, and it's a demographic that you don't hear a lot from, because I'm so grateful for these charities and benefits for people that are suffering from cancer, but you don't hear a lot from the kids that have to watch it, And I'm sure that I'm not the only kid that would say I wish I could take his pain away, I wish I could, I wish it was me. And so I went there, and immediately I felt like I was in this community because everybody knew what was going on. You didn't even have to say your story, but they knew. And the first night we stayed up till 2 o'clock in the morning, just talking about everything and anything, and you don't even have to know their real name to be able to say you're gonna be friends with them for years. Zelda and Sunshine and Elmo and Charmin, these nicknames that mean so much. So, well, I'm so grateful for the blob and the shaving cream glitter fight. The thing I'm most grateful for from Camp Kesem is the feeling that you're not alone in this. So, thank you.
Hello. I'm Shannon's mom, and I have the privilege of also being a mom of a Rice senior, Kara Miyaka, who's here. It's such an honor to be invited because I guess I'm wearing many hats. I am a clinical psychologist, and my specialty happens to be helping people cope with medical problems. And 5 years ago, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I'm a cancer survivor. And I really wish we knew about Camp Kesem then, because Kara and Shannon were so young. And despite my knowledge as a psychologist, I really didn't know how to best support them. I did my very best. I'm very blessed with two very empathic children. My husband had been hit by a drunk driver 10 years ago, and so he's had 20 surgeries, and my children were raised taking care of him. But when he was diagnosed with leukemia, that was different because it was a very serious prognosis. And the girls told me that with all of my husband's surgeries, they could always look forward to, well, he'll get better this time. And it was very scary to hear that there is no cure. And so they now had two parents dealing with this. And I agree totally with you, Shannon. I don't think I could have said it as well. The children are sort of, to use your words, an overlooked demographic. And it wasn't until MD Anderson, God bless them, we went to a social worker, Kara and Jen and I, and they asked the girls a simple question. They said, do you have any friends who are going through the same thing? And neither of them did. They probably did, but nobody was talking about it. And so the very first thing she did was get us in some support groups for teens, and that's where we heard about wonderful Camp Kesem. And so we went last year, and as a result of that, Shannon, of course, is going to go next year, and she hopes to be a counselor there someday. But I really want to commend Rice University because, of course, I'm a Rice mom. I love Rice. And one of the reasons my daughter applied is because of your social causes. Every one of you, whether you're a parent, a supporter, a student, you care about people who are suffering. And so I just thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming tonight and supporting this cause. And some of you are going to go out and become physicians who work on curing cancer. Some are going to become researchers. Some will become architects, engineers. But I guarantee you, all of you will know someone with cancer or be affected yourselves and will have a way, whether contributing financially to a cause like this or becoming counselors yourselves or just, supporting year after year as alumni this incredible first year ever of Rice's Camp Kesem, which I think is going to be the very best one. So thank you.